GoHighLevel is not going to make you money. The services that you provide for local businesses utilizing GoHighLevel can make you a ton. But what is the difference between them? And what we're going to do in this video is naturally talk about that progression with a full-blown GoHighLevel training of the dashboard, the sub-accounts, and all the bells and whistles. But the difference in this training is going to be, I'm not going to waste time on the things you don't need to know. I'm going to show you everything that you do need to know, and it's updated for 2024. And so if you are looking to master GoHighLevel and how to utilize it to make money with GoHighLevel, then keep watching this video. My name is James Bondies, and I've been in the agency space since 2014. As you can see behind me, I've won awards on many different levels, but this is about you. Just because I've done millions and millions in my agency doesn't mean you ever will, but everybody has to start where they stand, including myself. There was a time where I was making zero working a full-time job and trying to figure out this internet game. And back then, all I wanted to do was make an extra $1,000 a month to help pay down my mortgage. $30 million plus more later in coaching and agency sales. Here I am trying to help everybody out there who is at least watching my channel to do something similar, even if it's on a minute scale. So that leads me into what the heck is GoHighLevel? Well, you can see they sent me a hat and a couple awards behind me. However, GoHighLevel is a CRM. It's a funnel builder. It is a conversation connection between texting, phone calls, Facebook, Instagram, and so on. It is a central portal to your entire business. And if you go back a few years, I was teaching people how to run their agencies utilizing many different tools. And GoHighLevel has changed the landscape of how agencies are built. It is easier now than it ever has been. And I don't want to hear the jargon about how, oh, everybody wants to build an agency and, it's got to be saturated. Saturation is in your own mind. It doesn't exist. Just in the US, 30 million businesses with hundreds of thousands being born every single year. New blood in the water, new fish in the sea. But all you got to do is learn how to properly utilize a simple software and provide simple services to a market that is in need of it, local businesses. It's a huge market and it's needed every day more now than ever. So let's jump right into this training and get to work. Okay, so as you can see on my screen, when you first get a GoHighLevel account, and I do offer a 30-day free trial if you use my affiliate link, which is down in the first comment of this video, as well as in the description. Not everybody could offer 30 days, plus a shameless plug of all the bonuses that I give away to everybody that is in my affiliate pool. To check those out, just look down in the description as well. So what we see here is something that doesn't make sense for most new GoHighLevel users. And even if you are a GoHighLevel user, maybe you're still kind of in the beginning of learning, this video will help you as well. But you're going to see on the left side, agency dashboard. That's what we see right here. There's a two-destination approach to this software. Okay, I want you to think about it as like this. Here is your hotel. Okay, this is the hotel. It's like you can walk into the lobby and kind of get a feel of everything. You got people working here. Maybe they got a little lunch bar over there. They got a bar, a regular bar on the right corner. They got a couple bathrooms. This is your dashboard. The rooms in that hotel are your sub-accounts. It's important to understand the difference because a lot of people actually do get confused. Your sub-accounts are utilized for you to make money. No different than in a hotel. The hotel is renting out the rooms. Well, your clients reside in here. Okay, this is my test account that I do all my training in. So this would be all your clients. Each business has their own account, which you run through your hotel. Okay, so the dashboard is your hotel. Within the dashboard, you have other tools. You have other access points. You have the elevators, right? You have all the things to get places, the hallway. And so let's go through each one of these because some of them don't really matter, okay? So, for example, prospecting, and if you have ever watched my challenge, which you could go find in my playlists, you can find a whole challenge in there. You could follow it. It doesn't have to be live, although I will be launching one again very soon. In the prospecting, I talk about that you can actually utilize this prospecting tab to land clients. We call it the double tap method. And I'll give you an example of what it looks like, but you could go over to add a prospect and search for or dentist. And you can kind of see here where it says you're 62% more likely to land this person as a client because they only have 4 ratings and a 4-star review. So that could be somebody that you can go after. And the way we go after it, and this is not going to be a lesson on prospecting, but you can utilize this report that it gives you here and use that report and cold email them or cold DM them on Instagram or on Facebook, depending on where they are. And the cool thing is that if you do land them as a trial, you can literally convert them to a client account and have all of their information already in that sub account. Okay. While I wait for that to export, I'll keep going. Again, sub accounts are the rooms you're renting out. It's your clients. It's where you are making money. And so anytime you create a client account, it would be for that reason. Account snapshots is simply taking a snapshot of an account that you want to utilize in another account. So let's say I'm always going after dentists, or I end up landing 2 dentists as clients. Well, typically when you land one client and you do good with that client and you get them results, why change anything, right? Other than the content that resides in it and their address and phone number. You don't necessarily need to do that. And so I would create an account of that dentist that is my client and just put it in another sub account and then edit the information. We're all about time management here and utilizing time to the best of our ability. And that's what account snapshot is. In addition, for example, I have 32 done for you snapshots in 32 different niches with all the automations and follow-up campaigns and everything that goes with it that I give away to my coaching students. To learn more about that, you can look down in the description as well. There'll be a link for that. Reselling would be simply reselling AI to a client or Yext listings, right? We don't need to really go into that. Or if, let's say you want to build them a WordPress site or WhatsApp, they want to use WhatsApp. And then any IP, dedicated IPs. Okay, we don't need to go into that, but you have the ability, as you can see here, depending on what account you're on, to charge them $125 a month for making sure all their Yext listings are name, address, and phone number verified and correct, and it'll go out there and do it, and you can charge, and then GoHighLevel will charge you directly $30, so you can be the middleman in regards to that. Marketplace, I don't ever really pay attention to this. I don't think any of this is worth it, really, to some extent. I run a very large business, and I don't utilize any of that. Affiliate portal would just basically be if you want to resell GoHighLevel as an affiliate, as like I do and many others do, you can go ahead and do that as well. Template library is only available on the $497 plan. I actually think the template library is a beautiful asset to this, and it's no wonder why it's only on that $490 level plan. I'm happy they made that change. Partners, this would be, if you're looking to partner up with somebody, or, if you need work done, white labeled services and stuff like that, you could use that. Here's your university. In the university, you can have all these courses, or you simply can join my free community called Future Agencies in School. Again, all of the links I talk about will be down in the description, because in that classroom, I have a bunch of free resources, PDFs, snapshots, ad examples, learn more about coaching, campaign trainings, and then I also have a full-blown GoHighLevel training over here that all of my affiliates who at the very least start a trial get access to a full-blown, all done, redone, simplified to only give you what you need. And it's actually service-based as well, training all over here. Okay, so you can see all these, overview, prerequisite training, agency setup, how to run lead generation through GoHighLevel, how to run message marketing through GoHighLevel. That would be like reactivation campaigns and ongoing campaigns for message marketing, management, again, ongoing rep management. And I have a whole snapshot, artificial intelligence. I'm working on that. And then in-depth trainings. I'm always adding more as people request them. So you really wouldn't even need university. SaaS education, if you've been watching my channel for the last couple months to over a year ago, I am not for selling GoHighLevel as a SaaS product. There's many reasons. I'll even put a link up there of why you should not. Ideas is if you want to request something from GoHighLevel, you can go ahead and do that. Mobile app, you can have the lead connector app. Okay, you can customize it depending on what you plan level you are on. I just use the regular GoHighLevel lead connector app. I don't white label it or anything like that, so you don't need it. And then the app marketplace, if you want to install certain apps depending on what you want to do, they have the direct connection. Matter of fact, I'm coming out with a pay portal for agencies and coaches. It's about over a year I've been building this thing. It's going to be, I'm going to hoping that GoHighLevel will allow me to put that app in here. We'll see. And then we go into our settings. This is our profile. And in here, again, you have your name. Again, hotel. Let's think about this again. We're still in the hotel. All right. So my name might be on a room in the hotel, but it wouldn't be on Hyatt Regency, right? I don't own Hyatt Regency. And so think about it like this. You own your dashboard, you personally, and then your clients own the sub account. When I say own, I should say rent and pay you monthly for that sub account. And even though you may clean the room, you may vacuum and clean it all up, the bottom line is they're still renting it. And once they're no longer your client, just like when somebody checks out, then their name comes off and you could delete the sub account or add somebody else to it. Company would be your company. Again, it is your company. It is your dashboard. It is your hotel. Team would be anybody located that helps you run it. That would be all your employees. Billing, again, this is whatever you're paying now. And then you could add certain things to it. There's certain charges. Phone integration. This is how do you want to connect your sub accounts to what phone? I use Lead Connector on everything that I do. It's easy, fast. You don't have to deal with Twilio. Just connect Lead Connector. Email services. Again, I'm running my email services through Lead Connector. Again, no reason to do anything else. Conversation AI. I'm not going to get into AI too much. It's not enabled on this test account, but you could do a lot of great things with AI. I'll be coming out with more AI training when it comes to GoHighLevel. Affiliates. This is where you would find your affiliate links and all that good stuff. You could put a pixel on the pages. I don't ever touch that. Custom menu links. You can create a new link to add to either the dashboard or a sub account. Maybe you want to have like a special onboarding video on a landing page that you could link to it and then put it in your client's account so they can have easy access to it. You could add anything you want there. Stripe would just be connecting Stripe so you can collect payments and GoHighLevel. API keys would be API keys if you want to do like connect Zapier to it. And compliance is if you have any medical stuff. Here's the thing about compliance and HIPAA. Again, the laws of HIPAA are basically if you're going to store medical records in GoHighLevel, you need HIPAA. But if you're just marketing for a medical place like a doctor, then you do not need HIPAA. It's just marketing, and you're not holding any medical records. A lot of people get confused with that, but to stay safe, always consult with somebody else other than me. I just want to avoid getting in trouble with that. But I have dentists and doctors and plastic surgeons that I do marketing with, and I'm not HIPAA compliant because all I'm doing is email, texting, and calling out of GoHighLevel. Labs is always in beta. Okay, depending on the account that you have, you can see a bunch of new things that are coming out in this test account. You're not going to see that. And then this is just audit logs. So in the audit logs, I could just see everything that I'm doing, okay? Or anything that anybody is doing in those audit logs. All right. So that is your hotel. That is your dashboard. Nothing crazy. It's might looks more scarier than anything, but it's really self-explanatory if you watch this. Okay. Now we're going to jump into a sub account. Now, in order to create a client account or sub account, we would simply just hit add sub account and fill out all the information. You could add kind of some skeleton accounts, but I'll just go into one that I already have done. Okay, so we'll go to student test account 2024. These are my test accounts, but this would be a client. So I just want to go through the sub account. We already walked through the lobbies of the hotel. Now I'm going to go up into my room. Okay, room 101. And so in the launch pad, which is actually something that I didn't utilize when I first started with GoHighLevel, I actually had the designer who built my own version of GoHighLevel get rid of the launch pad, which was a mistake. There was no reason to get rid of it because this is what's going to get you started really easy, really fast. Number one, you can send a link to yourself or your client, right? This would be your client's information that is in here. So this would be your client's phone number so they can download the app. Why would they want to download the app? They need the app in order to respond to text messages and be able to look at them. They could do it on a desktop, but most business owners are running around. So if they are the ones that are fielding phone calls or they want to know what's going on in their account, they should download the app. The next thing would be to connect your Google Business Profile, which is really, really easy to do. You simply click the button and connect your client's Google Business Profile. Now, if you're setting up a sub account for your agency, whoa, James, what are you talking about? Well, you got to think about it like this. You can't run marketing through your dashboard. So if you want to run marketing for your own agency, whatever kind of marketing you want to run, whether it's having a tracking phone number, having a funnel, a website, a calendar, all those good things, then you would also need a sub account for your agency. And so you would connect, if you have your own Google My Business or Google Business Profile, well, you would need to go create one. And then I have that in my free training if you get under a trial under my affiliate link. Facebook, you would connect your Facebook business page or your client's Facebook business page. A website chat widget, you would connect what site you want the chat widget on. Stripe, are you going to utilize and collect payments through your agency? Well, you can connect your Stripe account and then adding team members, right? And so once you do that, it'll give you a check mark and it'll say, okay, you've done all those things. In the dashboard, this is just going to show you opportunities, values, conversion rates, as long as you set it up. In my agency, I don't even utilize this, okay? But it would look at a funnel that we build. So I have funnels here that we already built. We can talk about that in just a little bit. Conversations, this would be all of the conversations that you have your connections through. Facebook DMs, Instagram DMs, text messages, all those things. If you go into the filter, you could see chats will come in here, inbound, outbound, email, SMS, Google Business Profiles, live chats, WhatsApp, Facebook, any phone calls, voicemails, or Instagram. These are the connections, all right? That will show all in your conversations. Calendars, do you want to have your own calendar? Well, we'll talk about calendar setup in just a second, but this is where you can kind of see your calendars. As you can see here, I can click whatever calendars that I've already created. Contacts, this is going to be all of your contacts that you have in your account. This is going to be your client account or your agency account. Opportunities or sales pipelines, this is what these are. You can have different ones depending on what it is. We'll talk about that. Payments, if I created a invoice and I sent it and they paid it, it would show here. Any documents or contracts, you can have actual documents now in GoHighLevel. If you're doing e-com, you can have orders, any subscriptions that are created, payment links, you can just create a quick payment link right in here and send it directly to the customer. Transactions will show all the transactions that has happened. If you want products in here, products could be services or actual physical products. If you want to use coupons, and then here's where all your settings would be and your integrations that you would integrate. You would need to connect Stripe, PayPal, Authorize.net, or NMI is their main connections to actually collect the payment. Marketing, this is where you can get real deep into it. So you could connect your Facebook and set up a social planner, and then you could charge it as a service, social media marketing for a client. Connect theirs and then set up automatic posts to go out. Emails, we can create campaigns or templates. I utilize templates a lot in mine, or you can actually create a campaign and go and send it. Template snippets, as you can see here, these just came over from my other account. And this would just be some, like, for example, Adam, if he was in here as a staff member, he could utilize these quick responses in the conversations. Trigger links, there's a lot to kind of understand, but it gets a little confusing. A trigger link is basically a link that is created so we can utilize an action within the automations. Actions would be, if they click this link, I want to remove them from the automation. Affiliate manager, I'm not going to even touch upon. Automations is kind of the secret sauce behind GoHighLevel, where, I don't know if anybody's ever used ActiveCampaign. It's very similar to ActiveCampaign. And that would just be, here, let me just throw up one. Like, for example, this would be my opt-ins. When somebody opts in with this is for me. For this, I'm simply just want to add a contact and then add them to this workflow over here, to the email campaign workflow. And if I go back to my automations, my email workflows are right here. And now anybody that comes through here will wait a minute, then they'll get an email, wait another day, get another email, wait another day, get another email, so on and so forth. Okay, so that is what the automations are. All in-depth training, go join my free resources section. Any sites could be funnels. They could be websites. Then you could have analytics on this. If you want to attach any blogs to it. If you do want to use WordPress, there's a charge for it, but you could do that. Client portals, if you want to create a portal for your client. Forms and surveys, very similar, but just difference in the way they work. So an opt-in form would be forms, but in, like, for example, some of our funnels, our insurance funnel, we ask a series of questions, and that would be a survey. Okay, so a form typically is one or two things that you want to input into it. It could be name, email, phone. A survey would be like name, email, phone, and have you ever been hurt at work? Well, like, let's say personal injury lawyer. What's the name of the company? When did it happen? Did you contact the, asking all those questions and having a nice flow to connect all the information would be a survey. This is where you set up your chat widget, any media you want to upload, like logos and stuff, and then URL redirects you don't need to know about. Memberships, I stayed away from. I use Kajabi for my own personal memberships or school. I am looking to move a lot of stuff over into communities based on all of the enhancements that GoHighLevel's made that I believe will be better than school. It is just a very, very big task for me to move away from school and Kajabi into communities and courses. But I will definitely be utilizing communities in the near future. Certificates is just if you want to earn certificates in or give certificates away for people who have finished, let's say, a training. Reputation, this would be more for local businesses. It could be for your agency as well. A great foot in the door service is reputation management. GoHighLevel has everything that you need for that, especially added to my snapshot. It's great. All my reporting, I can have my Google Ads reporting. I can have my Facebook Ads reporting. I can have my attribution report. Where are my leads coming from? Call reporting, how many people answered, how many people called. An appointment report, how many people have booked appointments, how did they book the appointment, all that good stuff. App marketplace, again, we talked about this on the dashboard. There's just more apps that you can connect to on the sub-account level. Mobile app, I can edit and make my mobile app look somewhat different, but again, that's going to depend on what account you're on. As you can see here, settings, business profile. This is going to be client information, or if it's your agency sub account, your information. Company billing. If you add a payment method, any text message, any phone calls, any Anything that GoHighLevel will charge you for would be on this payment method, text messages, phone calls, AI stuff, WordPress, all that good stuff. All your staff that you utilize within that sub account. So most of the time, if it's a client, it would be probably you in here as an admin, and then your client could be admin. It could be an account admin actually on this level, okay? And then maybe they have a VA or you have a VA that's working the account. You would have them there. Opportunities and pipelines. If you go over to pipelines, you can create a new pipeline, and on Chrome, it usually gets stuck over here, so I'll just edit. And so I can create different stages. Maybe, so this would be like new lead. They open an email, they click the email, they open it 2 times, they replied, they engaged, and all my automations are moving them around into the pipelines, okay? In-depth is in my free. In-depth training on all this stuff would be if you get a trial under my account. And a lot of this stuff is very simple. GoHighLevel has made this very simple to kind of just follow along the directions. But yeah, a lot of people need more in-depth trainings on each one of these tabs. Calendars could get confusing, but I'm going to explain it like this. You can have, let me just go create calendar, all these different ways. Service calendar. So this is scheduling actual services for business. Let's forget that one in our case if we're running an agency. Simple calendar. It could be used for a physical meeting or event. I only use round robins. So I even if you only have one person on that calendar, only use the round robin. It's easy to use. And it's just a very simple setup. Class bookings, I don't need to use, and collective bookings, I don't need to use. Round robin works for 99% of the people. And so that's what you would want to do. And then if you can group together calendars, you can have service menus if you wanted to use that service calendar, like rooms and equipments. Too complicated, don't need it. Use the round robin calendar. Conversation AI, I will have trainings on YouTube and in my free community on this. Email services, this is where you're going to want to have create your own dedicated domain and not use the domain you set in the hotel or in the dashboard of GoHighLevel. Otherwise, it's just going to default to that. And actually, they've made it very simple, especially if you use like GoDaddy or Namecheap. You can connect right to it. It'll pull the domain, and you can follow the directions on how to do that or go into my free resources section. Phone numbers, you simply add a phone number in your sub account. This is going to be your tracking number, and then just choose it. Then you're going to have to get A2P compliant. Again, on this channel as well, you can check that video out to find out how to get A2P compliant. Reputation management, you can create custom links for your clients to send to their clients. And so when they click it, it goes directly to their Google Business Profile. They leave a review. You can use if you are a paying client of GoHighLevel under my affiliate link, I give you that whole snapshot. But you could also look around this YouTube channel and follow the trainings on that. I'm actually thinking about doing another training on the setup of reputation management using the way that I am doing it. Custom fields is just any fields that you add in a form or a survey or a contract or whatever. This is a lot of stuff that you wouldn't need. And so that would be like, it's not out of the box, meaning GoHighLevel didn't come with a name field, even though it does. That would be out of the box. A name field would be out of the box. But if I want to know, what's the contract address that the person is signing a contract with, I would create a contract IP address custom field. Those are all being done mostly in forms and surveys. Custom values is an actual value I want to assign. For example, I have a one-page agency website, and it's built with all custom values. So then you don't even need to really edit the site. You can see it here. You could just go in here and edit the custom value and agency name. The value would be my agency name, Visibility Cloud LLC. And if you wanted to use the one-page website for a client, let's say they don't have anything and you wanted to just get something up really fast, you would put your client's value here. And then it'll automatically go to everywhere you have this string. Managed scoring is a lead scoring. It actually could be really, really utilized, but you got to be like running a pretty large business for you to even care. It's basically saying like you could set up automations that says if this lead has a score of 4 points or more, send them the calendar link because they're a hot lead. So this is a way to kind of have engagement scoring. Are they really engaged? Are they on your website a lot? Are they opting in? Are they confirming? Are they replying to emails? And you could set all of this. Did they book a call? And now that person is different than somebody who just opted in. And I can market to them differently. So you can really get in the weeds with this stuff. Domains, if I wanted to build a funnel and have a dedicated domain, which you should on a funnel, especially if you're running ads, I would simply just add a domain. Any media that I need, any URL directs, you don't need to worry about that. Integrations, you would want to integrate your Google Business Profile, a Facebook account. If you have a Clio, I don't know what that is. Stripe, this is what you would manage payments with. If your client wanted to collect payments in here, if they had a Stripe account, most likely. If you're running e-com, Shopify, if you want to connect your TikTok, if you're running ads for your client on TikTok or LinkedIn ads, Printful would be e-com. Tags, somebody opts in, you tag them something. Somebody booked a call, you tag them book call. This is where all your tags would be. Labs, we talked about the beta program of these labs. And so they give you the opportunity to try out new things that are coming out. Audit logs is everything I will see only in this sub account. So this is where I can see everything that's happening. Now, it's a lot of stuff. And that is why in my training, let me just, so you guys understand where I'm coming from as an agency owner, as a coach, is there's a lot of stuff you do not need. A lot. And I've run my agency. I've coached over 8,000 people to utilize GoHighLevel with just the things that they need to know. And so what does that mean, James? Well, that means that there's certain things like prerequisite, right? How to log in, dashboard, kind of stuff I went through today, overview, and then deeper trainings on agency setup, configuring it properly, A2P registration for your own tracking number, and how to invoice. Now, lead generation. What is lead generation? Run Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever it might be, and then a whole training on how to set everything up properly just for lead generation. Same thing with message marketing. Same thing with rep management. It will be the same thing for artificial intelligence once I'm done with that, with AI. And then any trainings that people kind of get lost on, like adding staff, how leads get into GoHighLevel explanation, setting up the lead connector app, copying assets between sub-accounts, and anything else new that comes. Only caveat being two things. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel. A lot of times I will do trainings on even the things, the classroom trainings that I have, just in case you can't, you're already under somebody else's GoHighLevel, then you can't get access to the in-depth trainings that I offer. But I do a lot of this stuff also on my YouTube channel, so make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn those notifications on, because when I do, for example, an AI training, you'll be notified that I did an AI training, and you could watch it when it comes out. In addition to this, I always have a lot of people ask me, well, James, is your GoHighLevel training kind of like what you do in your coaching? No, my coaching program is everything and more than you can imagine. My mentorship program, which a lot of people don't even really know about, which is 8 weeks one-on-one with a coach who's done over $10,000 a month in their own agency. We have about 10 of them. I don't ever really talk about that, right? It's kind of a natural progression. But in this business, like in any business, coaching is always, and again, I'm trying not to be biased here. It is very difficult to learn you could learn how to push buttons, but to learn how to properly run this business, it could become overwhelming and it could become difficult. And that's where coaching comes. In our coaching program, we have 9 Q&As a week. In our mentorship program, we hold people's hands one-on-one for 8 weeks. We have a group of almost 8,000 people all trying to do the same thing. The partnerships that happen in our coaching program are something that I've never seen before. We are blessed and lucky enough that our community that we runs itself and has its own lifeline. People are talking, partnering, asking questions, getting help, and everybody's on the same path. to success. I'm going to end this video with this because I get this question all the time. James, how do I learn more about coaching? In the description. James, I want to join under your affiliate link. In the description. James, I can't get access to, I'm already under somebody else. Can I change affiliates? No, you can't. You have to wait 90 days after canceling your account. That's GoHighLevel's rules. So those are your options. Like, subscribe, give me a comment if this was helpful in any way. And if you have any questions whatsoever, make sure you comment down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully this week. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.